世界から弾き出された途方もなく細い針の上にいたバランスを取る指の先が君に触れた一人じゃないと分かった僕らにただ一つ与えられてた
So, hello, for today's review, we'll be looking at Terror in Resonance, or Zankyu no Terror, if you're particularly a fan of Japanese. I love Attack on Titan. Oh, I prefer Shingeki no Kyojin. Cool. So it is a series done by Studio
Mappa.
Studio Mappa. Cool. Studio Mappa. And, well, first of all, it's... So, fun fact, it's about terrorists, and that's what. Funnily enough, actually, that's what made me want to watch it in the first place.
Yeah,
the interestingness of.
Remember the promo of the towers burning, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh dear. Oh. But to be fair, it was done in 2014.
Yeah.
In 2014. It's a summer anime, so it's not like you can really argue too soon.
Yeah,
But,
like, no, we've been a couple of years now.
Yeah, so it's a psychological thriller set in modern day Japan, and it centres around two main characters named 9 and 12.
Yep.
And they have actual names, but best not to mention because they prefer to be called 9 and 12. And I think I can't remember whether the names have actual meanings, but
In the long run, though.
in the long run, they want to be called 9 and 12. They're 9 and 12. And then you go, ooh, other numbers exist. Maybe you have to watch it to find out.
The organisation.
The organisation. Von. That's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Von. Yeah, and so it's basically about these two teenage terrorists. I think one of them's how old? They're probably like 16 and 18, right?
Hey, yeah, they've got their own place and whatever.
Yeah, but they're young enough so that they could pass for school age. I think if they want to do like Japanese high school age, and they have a goal in mind, which to complete that goal, to fulfill that goal, requires the destruction of a lot of buildings in Japan.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because of the structure of the buildings, but because of sometimes what they represent,
Their owners.
or their owners, stuff like that. The difference is between them and your general terrorists. Because if I said to you, "Hey, watch an anime where a bunch of people kill some people," you'd be like, "That doesn't sound fun." Or you might be. But the main thing is that throughout all of their terrorism acts, acting as a duo partnership called Sphinx, no one dies. No one dies.
Nope.
Which is interesting. So, very well coordinated to make sure that happens. So you don't go into the series thinking, oh, I'm just going to watch these two dudes killing a bunch of people, that's horrible. You start by, I think in the first act you see that they've cleverly, I don't think they
Set off
spell
fire
it.
alarms,
Yeah,
don't
they
they?
set off fire alarms so that everyone can exit the building. So it doesn't pan it out there for you. It's not spoon feeding you the fact that they're not killing people. You just go, oh, wait a minute, they did that, which means that no one's going to die, and then you notice it again and again and again. So, what were your thoughts on the story overall?
It was... I really enjoyed Zankyu no Terror.
Cool.
I love the director's previous work because it's
Mhm.
done by Watanabe, who
It
is Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Kids on a Slope, and I love the fact that all of his works are really different. Like Kids on a Slope is not like this.
No.
Nothing is like
No.
Bebop, and Champloo is literally in its own bubble.
Yeah.
But what this sets apart from all of his other work is it's not happy. This is not a happy anime, and we won't get into the eventual outcome, but it's the fact when 5 is introduced, you finally meet a character that is not smarter than them, but like is on equal footing.
Easily toe to toe, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Arguably, individually, she is smarter.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that she can set them off, and there's two of them, like their brains working together.
she's the first character we see get into their minds.
Yes.
Play on their emotions, and she basically is the catalyst for the backstory.
Yes.
And And I love that. She's a very strong character by herself, and when she eventually unravels, like she's just another number.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not much I didn't like about Terror and Resonance, and for me, for anime in general, for me to say that is really hard.
Yeah.
But like the one blemish, I believe, is the ending.
The ending. Yeah.
Like,
100%.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's a bad thing, but I feel like I was meant to not like that ending.
Yeah, I think for me, without spoiling what happens in the ending, I didn't like it, but I see why it had to happen, or I see how it ended up happening. I get how it ended the way it did.
It was the fact that I feel like you are supposed to see it coming from quite a bit away.
Yeah.
And you understand why it had to happen, but you're still not going to like it.
But there are real life consequences which would happen, which are kind of not looked at particularly, I think, as well. Which, I can't discuss them because it's one of the ending.
But it's for the ending. I feel like people should watch it.
Yeah.
Because this is 11 episodes.
Yeah.
And that's nothing. That is less than 6 hours.
Yes.
Effectively.
Yeah, you skip intros, you skip outros.
Yep.
However,
good
speaking of intros and outros, amazingly done. Musical director on the series was Yoko Kanno, who also did Bebop.
Yep.
And God, what else did she do? Did she do Black Blood Brothers? No, maybe. She might have done. I know that the singer from Seatbelts did some singing on that, which was really good. But yeah, anyway, it's done by Yoko Kanno, who did Bebop, which obviously everyone knows for its music, as well as a good story. But this isn't about Bebop. But the
another time.
Yeah, the thing that she does well in this series is, at least for the music, is the atmosphere. So you have the kind of ethereal. That was awful. But you have that kind of violins. You have that feel to it that allows the vocals to really like pierce you. Like you hear the singing of the intro and the outro, and you're like, oh god.
Yeah, she likes shouting.
Feels.
She likes putting vocals on most of her work.
Yes, she does.
Whereas with other soundtracks, it's very orchestral. It's very to the instrument. Whereas she's like the voice.
Yeah, which is good. So, characters, now that we've done story. I'll go first saying that I really liked 9 and 12. I definitely liked 12 more than 9.
Yeah.
9 being the younger.
Yeah.
Because he gets involved with a character called Lisa. And Lisa is the ultimate useless person. She either does nothing or she tries to help.
Bad luck kicks her ass.
Fails, yeah. I mean, bad luck kicks her ass, or she just can't do it.
She's in the wrong place at the wrong time all the time.
It got to the point for me, but that by the end of the episode, by the end of the series, I was just like, oh, just leave, please, just leave. And then she, through just existing, distracts 9 from his ultimate goal, and I'm just like, just leave, just go away. And she didn't. Or at least I don't remember if she does. I don't think she does.
No, she's there.
And I'm just like, oh. And then it tries to introduce a sordid backstory for her. I'm like, oh, sad. Just leave. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, you are not more broken than our main characters.
Yeah.
You existing is taking away from that.
Yeah. But apart from that, it was alright. I enjoyed. There's many bits where 5 speaks English.
Prop One Pass activity log.
Yes, ma'am.
Put it down to users active in the last 15 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Check result airport personnel list.
Just a moment.
Move.
My apologies.
Proper English, and everyone around her speaks English too, which I don't understand because
we're in Japan.
Yeah, apart from because we're in Japan, and it's like the Japanese. I think it's the Japanese. I'm sure that the
FBI do come over, don't they?
I think they do, but to be fair, we're in Japan, speak Japanese, and then they've got there's this bit where they're in a security van, and she's speaking English. 4 or 5 other people are speaking English, and one of the people can actually speak English. And says all their words, not eloquently, quite quickly actually, but he says it, and it's English. It's proper English. And then everyone else is like, Shui Tu Huan. And then you're like, Sorry, what were you saying?
Right.
God, will be or whatever, because they're doing like a chess game, and they're trying to say all these numbers and letters, and it's obvious that they just can't get it right. It's like, just speak Japanese, please. But apart from that,
It was slightly distracting.
it was slightly distracting on what was meant to be a really
Intense one.
intense scene of cat and mouse, and then you're hearing this really bad English, and you're like, no.
But yeah, like solid characters overall.
Yeah, definitely.
Like even if it is 11 episodes, you never feel like we need more information. There was just
Yeah.
enough
Yeah.
character back story and pacing. The pacing was really on point.
Yes, it was.
There was never a dead episode.
No, and there was never an episode where I thought that should have been longer or that should have been quicker. It was all just very. But then, watching it weekly by weekly, I was just like, oh, I want to know what happens next. Which I guess does also show a good pace, because it's like it leaves you just wanting more at the end of every episode. But then if you watch it in one go, which you can do, you'll probably just
outpace it.
Yeah, you'll probably just be like, oh, I want to know. Oh, I can know right now. Boop.
Yep. So one sitting.
So
really, really well done.
Yeah.
So, anything else we want to pick up on before verdict?
The art style is very well done. Very well done. It has a very clean look to it that isn't. It's still got quite bold lines in some of the ways that it's done, but like the art for the explosions isn't awful CGI and stuff, which happens every now and then. I know we talked about that before, but it was all really well done. The characters look really good. It has a sense of realism to it that doesn't necessarily
it's
take away or subtract from what's going on, so you don't think, oh, that's really realistic.
It's like,
and you forget it's an anime. But
Watanabe's work has a very grounded feel to it.
Yeah.
Like even though Samurai Champloo is literally beatboxing samurais, and Bebop is basically Star Wars meets Firefly.
Yeah.
Everything feels like it is centered in its own world.
Yeah. One of my favorite things about Firefly is whenever Spike is fighting, his fighting style, even just like at the beginning, in the beginning credits, is so accurately done.
He's proper Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Like he literally is, especially in Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yes.
Love the fight scenes in that. On top of totally not French Tower.
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
French Tower. Yeah. Just a little French Tower. But yeah, it's very, very grounded, and it feels like it's actually happening. Like we're obviously gonna draw some lines with the September 11th attack.
Sure.
But like it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact that that's happened, and you start that off with episode 1.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, blowing up quite a large tower, and it's like,
with Watanabe, and when he writes his stories and what have you can tell he's probably had this in his back pocket for quite a bit. And obviously he had to hold off for reasons. For reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the artwork. It's very soft. It's the closest thing you can say is Kids on a Slope.
Yes.
It's got that very human feel to it, for a better word. Like artwork is. I don't think it ever dipped as well.
No.
There was never a bit where I got.
Yeah. Oh, we're on the last episode.
Money's gone.
Yeah. Oh dear. Look at that building. It's a purple splodge.
But yeah, like I was impressed in Mappa, because they're not a studio that comes to mind when I think of
when I was trying to think of who did it, I was like, who is that? It's like Studio. It's not Bones. It's not.
Yeah, it looked very Madhouse.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Madhouse is more action paced, but it looks very soft like Madhouse. But yeah, we happy with the verdict going?
Yeah, I think I'm cool. We'll go for that. So, I mean, art-wise, I'm going to give it 8.5. I think, because it's not quite up there in the 10s and the 9s, but it is really nicely done, and because they keep the budget all the way through, it's
consistent.
Consistent. That's the word. Consistent.
I'm going to give it an 8, because when it comes to art, I'm very
critical.
Yeah,
say that if anything goes below 5 for me, it might as well be 0. So
Clockwork.
Cool. Yeah, Clockwork Planet.
Fuck.
So 8.25 for the art.
Yep.
Story, I'm going to say
Fuck.
7.5, only because it was really good and really enjoyable. But it hurt me that I couldn't figure out some of the riddles, and I really wanted to, but I wasn't smart enough. And I feel like
I don't feel like that's a good enough reason.
no, that's not good enough reason. I have to give it an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
Yeah.
That was
Cool.
good.
There we go.
Sweet.
So overall enjoyment, I'll probably give it an 8. I think.
I think I'll give it an 8.5.
Cool.
I really enjoyed it. Like, it's one of the few animes, not really, that I destroyed in like one sitting.
I
that was
see.
a totally
Sure.
one day done. Loved it.
Cool. So I think that's an overall mark of 8.25.
Woo!
What was our last one? Was that 8.25 as well?
And
For Patama, in my opinion.
we'll rewind it and find out.
Yeah, we'll find out, and then hopefully watch some stuff which is either less good or better.
No, we gotta find
Future.
it. Sweet. We'll do Dead Leaves next.
Oh Christ.
We won't.
We won't do
No.
Dead Leaves. Watch Dead Leaves, but we're not going to review it.
You've got to watch it just to go. Never watching that again.
2 words. Drill dick.
Drill dick. Yeah. You'll know when you see it.
Yeah. Jesus. Cool. I think that's it. I've been Isaac. He's been Aaron. And yeah, there we go.
See you next time, guys.
See you next time. Cool.
Ending on drill dicks.